What's up, guys? It's Canadian, and we have another Zarya Erisa VOD review today. The player says they play Zarya for the first half of the match and then Erisa for the second, so we're going to do our best to help them improve with both of those heroes. If this is your first time watching one of these, I'm Canadian, and I do my best to help players improve with Zarya and Erisa specifically. I focus on target selection, positioning, ability usage, ultimate usage, reload discipline for Zarya being grenade discipline, all that jazz, and I'm very nitpicky, so hopefully we can find ways for this player to improve and we can learn something ourselves. Now I want to give a shout out to this player. This is Dollar Hunt here. He is a subscriber on my Twitch channel. Thank you so much, Dollar Hunt, for being a subscriber and utilizing your Twitch sub benefits for getting VOD reviews. VOD reviews are open to everyone, but Twitch subs have a special place in my heart. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, well, this D.Va's overextending. Okay, yep, good job eating the fire strike. Just keep aware of the D.Va behind you. That's going to be a focus for you because she's out of position. And you, as Zarya, melt D.Va.
I go take care of that bat.
Ooh, really good bubble on your D.Va that's kind of going a bit ham. That bubble completely saved your D.Va. Like right here, she is shooting. Well, he's melting her. You get all this energy, and then she turns on defense matrix. So that is almost like that was so clean. It was almost coordinated, but I know that it wasn't. Like it was super nice.
Yeah.
No bubble for 6.
Pressure behind.
Nice. I like the communication.
D.Va's really weak. D.Va's dead.
Just a quick note for you guys watching live. I am going to be focusing on the review now. I am reading chat. I am seeing your comments. Genmu, hello, welcome back. Arkham Knight, good to see you. But I will be focusing more on the stream. So if you have questions, save them to the end. If there's a question pertaining to the review, just make sure you at me.
D.Va's really weak. D.Va's dead. I need some heals.
Like I'm going to rewind because I missed some of that. Good focus.
D.Va's really weak.
Bubble again. I'd say a slight thing, just a teeny thing, is you're jumping a little bit, and especially like versus a Rhine or something. And this is just preference. Some players are really into jumping, as Zarya, Orisa, etc. I don't recommend it because it's just another thing you have to think about when you're aiming. So just I want to put that out there that you are jumping quite a
Can you get me, Myra? Fair behind you.
Nice focus. Ooh. Oh, so close. This was actually a really good personal shield. I'm honestly surprised at how fast you died. You were at 250. You popped the personal. But yeah, Bastion just absolutely wrecks Zarya. And this is why, as Zarya, you never want to, like, you're not necessarily doing anything wrong here. It's just you needed to play like a piece of cover, like play this corner, then you can just like shoot grenades at him, or you can like peek out, laser him, and like hide when he turns on you. But yeah, he just rips through your shield and absolutely melts you. Unlucky. The target selection was good there. The choice to beam him there was also good, since you were making a beeline for him. If you were gonna do kind of the what's the whack-a-mole style, you just like pop out, shoot a grenade, go back, that could have also worked. Confidence got you killed. Yeah. It's just one of those matchup things. You have, as Zarya, have to know that Bastion wins that matchup like 8 times out of 10. Bastion just not even wins. He crushes that matchup 8 times out of 10.
Pressure behind. On the roof.
I would say right here. Oh wow. One thing is, even for me, your DPI sensitivity seems a little high, but it's all personal preference. However, the other thing I want to say is right here, fighting this Ana and jumping all over the car, you definitely want to use grenades here instead of beam, because she is trying her best to be a hard target to hit. And if you just use grenades, it obviously is a lot easier to hit her because it's AoE, etc.
She's in the tunnel.
Oh, there you go. That was a nice grenade. One more. Yeah, there it is.
Bastion's down.
I'm surprised you personal shielded, but it's really not a big deal. You'll get it back, no problem. I think you just didn't want to be slept, which is fine.
Ryan on point.
That's strong, guys.
I think another thing I'm gonna mention, and this is something I don't really think about, but in terms of like when I'm playing Zarya, my positioning, I don't like to stand on the cart like you're doing. Just because it gets in the way of everything and like your elevation keeps changing, which kind of the same with jumping makes it harder to aim. So you're like kind of crawling all over the cart. There's all these different sight lines you want to look at. If you just kind of stand, behind the cart, you can, watch all the sight lines. You're on level ground. You have the carts giving you cover, and it's a lot easier to hit people. Kind of, being all crazy on the cart. It's not a really big thing. It's just something I. Oh my God! Why did he Earth Shatter? I mean, you blocked it, which is actually pretty nice. It seemed that was lucky, I think, on your part. But why would he Earth Shatter there? That was absolutely. That was a terrible, terrible Earth Shatter. Yeah, I see you learned your lesson. Yeah, run at Bastion and kill me once, shame on me. Run at Bastion and kill me twice, shame on me again. But you learn that he rips through your shield, and I'm thinking you're gonna whack-a-mole him. Yeah, you were thinking about it, but he definitely hit. This diva is overextending for no reason.
Diva's out of.
Did you actually get the grenade off? Wow, your diva gets in the way. I think you did. So good mechanics here to, melt the diva. I really want to promote your target selection, but at the same time, this enemy team is really just kind of feeding. This is gold rank, by the way, for anyone wondering. It says up here at the top. This is a, I guess if when I edit it, you guys won't see, but it is gold rank there at the top. So good mechanics here on the diva, using with the grenade. It's obviously you target her because she's by herself and overextending.
And he heals.
Yeah, whack-a-mole this guy. There you go.
Thank you.
I'll give you that bubble.
Graviton, I have my,
Tracer's over to the left.
whenever you want a Graviton, I got my rockets ready.
Okay, gotcha.
Dude, if this Bastion would just commit to killing you, you would die. But you're doing a good job scaring him for sure. I can't decide if it was genius or not genius to not bubble here. Bastion is like clearly looking at you, and you didn't use your personal shield, which honestly that surprises me. I'm gonna say even though you get away with not using your personal shield here, I still think it's a mistake to have not used it because of how much damage Bastion does to tanks. So I think you definitely should use the personal shield here. It's not often a comment is you should have used a personal shield here. That's really not one that happens that much.
Tracer's on left side.
Ooh, that was such a good bubble, though. Again, you and your team, you're making all these like clean plays, but they don't seem on purpose. Was there communication there that I missed?
Whenever you want a Graviton, I got my rockets ready.
Whenever you want to grab, I've got barrage. Okay, so the Pharah says that, and then barrages anyway, so that's awkward.
Tracer's on left.
Yeah, that was like, this is like pure coincidence. Like, it's still a good bubble. You're paying attention to your Pharah. She's hovering over the enemy team. It looks beautiful on film that you do this, but this Pharah saying she's gonna combo with you, then barraging, that is awkward. And this Pharah is honestly, she baited you into this 100% because Pharah called the plan. We're gonna grab barrage, and then she barraged, and you're like, oh my god, I have to use grab. So obviously it's not the best grab because you don't want. This is not the order you want these two ultimates to be in.
Way off.
It's all good, dude. I had a position, so I took it.
Yeah, the Pharah understands.
She's dead.
He's taking the blame for that. Obviously, it wasn't a great grab, but the circumstances leading to that grab, it's understandable. It happens. No big deal.
Oh shit.
That was not can no worthy. Oh, nice subscription back. Like, okay, if here's what would have been the can no. If the Pharah, sorry about that. If Pharah had barraged and killed 2 people and then you grabbed, yeah, I would have been upset. But she killed you grabbed literally right as she started barraging. She killed 1. Yeah, she killed 1. And even right as you pressed it, she hadn't even killed Reinhardt yet. Like, watch the percentage here. If you guys want to get nitpicky with me, which I guess is fair, it's not a nitpick with you. You press it, and Reinhardt has not showed up in the kill feed. So that's why it's obviously unfortunate, but it wasn't a bad grab. It was an unlucky grab, or I get that was mostly Farah's fault. Let's be honest here.
It's
That
all
was
good, dude.
definitely
I was
Farah's fault.
positioned, so I took it.
She's dead. Tracer's down.
What is this enemy diva doing?
Oh, shit.
Oh my goodness. You could have definitely eaten that self-destruct for some free charge, by the way, to keep your energy up in between these fights. That's a good bubble. Dude, this diva is feeding. Why would they nano boost Ryan when the Bastion just ulted?
No bubble too.
Good comms. Nice bubble. Good target focus. The hopping is still happening. I just want to point it out. Nice. That was really good ammo management. That was 95% good ammo management because you finished it with 1 in the mag. So you were so close to a perfect magazine where you're just lasering with a grenade. It was really close, but it was still a very pretty mag you had there. That diva is completely feeding you and your whole team.
Good job,
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, what the fuck?
Nice. Alright, so here's what you do. When you have a Lucio or a Tracer or something on the cart like this, and they're by themselves, to be clear, like they're by themselves, what you do is as you just stand right here, you just stand still and you just shoot at them because you're no one's pressuring you, and it makes it way easier to hit the enemy that's like crawling all over the cart. Like they need to be evasive because there's 5 members attacking them, but you don't have to be evasive because there's only 1 enemy. You are making this so much harder on yourself. Oh my god, your team is struggling so much with the Lucio. This is so painful. Alright, alright. This is worthy, okay? Ready? This is worthy. No! How is he still alive installing this? What is your team doing? Oh my god, he is still alive. That's a great pulse. That was a good bubble. Nice punch through the shield. Nice, there you go. That was good. That was good beam grenade discipline for sure. You opened with a grenade, then beam. You're so close. You're standing at the exact spot. You just have to stand here. This is gold rank. Oh man, that Lucio got like a 30 seconds a minute out of you. That was really bad. That was bad for you and for your whole team. Especially, I think you guys have a Moira? No, you must not have a Moira. Wow, that enemy Erisa shield was super bad. Do you see how far she fired that shield? That was a super bad Erisa shield. Don't overextend. Alright, so let's talk about this right here. I know it's a little snippet, but we can definitely talk about this. You are overextending here. Even though you have shield, you're pushing forward. Zarya still has a medium range, right? You do not need to be this close to the enemy, especially because there's a Rhine shield. Like if Rhine just backs up, you're not gonna. There's never any way you're actually gonna kill that Erisa. Like it's a good thought, but it's never gonna happen. So at this exact moment, right here, your shield is off cooldown, which means your shield is on cooldown, which means your shield is gone, and you are completely out of position. So you're fortunate the enemy team didn't punish you because you definitely overextended here. There was no world in which you get that kill. I think you had like what 0 energy when you were pushing her. You had 3 energy when you were pushing her. Like this is not happening. Yeah. At least I'll kudos. At least you backed out. The enemy team should not have let you back out, right? If that Erisa had halted you into her team, you're dead. But you realized you're overextending and you backed out. So that was the plus side to that. Hang on. Let's look at this. All right. I can't say I understand that bubble, but like this bubble on Diva would probably be a lot better. She's eating the brunt of 2 tanks, or at least Reinhardt should be swinging. Nice. Remember, oh, I was gonna say don't grenade shields, but you grenaded at the end of your magazine, so good beam grenade discipline there. Maybe because of the tracer? I didn't see a tracer. Was there a tracer? Oh, yeah, I see. She had just blinked away, so it's probably like a split-second decision, so it's no big deal. Good bubble on Diva. You guys are up a bajillion. I beg you, don't grab here. Do not grab here. I trust that you're not going to, but just in case, I'm gonna tell you, don't do it.
Thank you.
This Orisa is feeding, like, okay, this is a free kill right here. One, she already plays shield, so she doesn't have that. You don't have any charge, but you have personal. And two, like, so, like, I think, like, one of the healers at least just died. Like, that Orisa is so free. Yeah, she's so free. Yeah, look at that. Easy.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, no, Lucio. Oh god, did you see that? Pulse Bomb, Riptire, Earthshatter, and Reinhardt charge. So many bad things happened. If your team had just played a little more conservative, that would have been a win. Maybe it's going to be a win anyway. Alright, well, your team carried you in that last fight. The alt fiesta? Yeah, that was definitely an alt fiesta. Okay, so notes for your Zarya. That attack was a little bit of a stomp, not gonna lie. Let's see, your beam grenade discipline's good. Your target selection in this VOD looks good because the enemy tanks just kept overextending. Your reload discipline's good. Your projected barriers turned out well. A lot of the times it was like so clean, but it seemed on accident. But even if that's happening, that you have to give credit to the Zarya for having that awareness. So good job there. Personal shields were fine. You had the one time you overextended. I'd say the main thing is jumping around as well as attacking stallers. If there's like squishy stalling, you want to use grenades to disrupt their movement, right? If you grenade the Lucio just right, he'll like be knocked off of the cart onto the flat low ground, making it that much easier to kill him. Same with the Ana. But not much to say there. Your one Graviton, the theory was right. The Pharah kind of messed up the execution, which baited you. But yeah, that was definitely a bit of a stomp, so not much to talk about. You trimmed it, but you forgot to trim that part. Haha. And he never jumped again. Overcorrect like me. I can't stop jumping. Yeah, you're weird when you jump, Genmu. It is weird. I mean, the same thing happened to me, guys. I was jumping around a lot too, and then someone mentioned like, "Hey, you jump a lot," and I was like, "I do jump a lot," and then I stopped jumping. All right, pretty standard. Melt the shield. You could have, by the way, as Erisa, if you can avoid damage like fire strikes, you always want to do it just to alleviate some pressure from your healers. So like you could have easily sidestepped this fire strike. Just take the 2 seconds to sidestep this, so your healers don't have to spend resources healing you, and you don't give the Reinhardt that ult charge.
Ripper up top.
What the? He was just standing there, and then he assassinated you. That's hilarious. What the? He just kind of stood there and looked at you, and you died. Oh my god. I bet you wish you had eaten that fire strike now. You would have 100 extra HP here to fight this Reaper. Well, that was so weird. Did he like make a noise? It's as loud as it goes, by the way. Yeah, let's talk about this halt usage. I mean, you did use it right as Reinhardt's barrier broke, so I'll give you that. It does look like a good halt. You refreshed your barrier. No, this Reaper definitely... The Reaper shot you twice, he waited for you to turn around, and then he killed you. What the heck?
Ripper up top.
What is happening? Dude, watch this HP. Watch, 305. He takes 2 hits from the Reaper, and then you turn around... You started reloading, but you had 17 bullets, so you kind of had to reload. You didn't fortify, I think is the mistake here, is you didn't fortify when you took the damage. Like, you saw the Reaper, and you didn't... Wait, did you fortify? You still didn't fortify. And then he killed you. That was just... What just happened? That is the weirdest play I have seen in a while.
He's on the bottom right next to Moria.
That was so
Fuck,
weird.
that's my cactus.
Yeah, lesson there is you had to fortify. I mean, I don't think that would have saved you, but it would have helped. Reaper was just so casual about it. That was so funny. That was actually you fortified before you placed shields. Here's the thing. You know how that Erisa on defense made the mistake of running out when her team was dead and then your Tracer just instantly killed her? That is you right now. Your team is dead, your team is regrouping to the point, and you ran out ahead of all of them for really no reason. Like, you're sitting here poking, which isn't going to do anything versus a Ryan shield, and now you're going to waste cooldowns waiting for your team to get here. You have to regroup and push back in as 6. That's the mistake that's happening here. So then, because you're doing this, you force out your 14-second fortify. I'm assuming you're going to have to shield and halt. There's a halt that's pulling someone off the cart. Like, now, look, you're fighting this Reaper now without halt. Or, I'm sorry, without halt or fortify. So, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what happens. You used your abilities in the completely wrong order, and then Reaper punished that. Maybe not on purpose, but if you were going to drop, like you do end up doing, you had to drop first, place a shield. When Reaper starts fighting you, you use halt to pull him to the other side of your shield. Then if he pushes through your shield again, you've got fortify. And by the time that happens, you should have another shield ready to, retreat, place another shield at your feet, etc. So everything about this engagement was backwards, and I think that's clear, and I think you'll learn from this fight, this footage, and know, like, okay, this is wrong, and this is what... If I'm gonna do this, don't do it in this order, because this is the 100% wrong order to do everything that just happened.
Discord on rock.
My
Done
barrage.
goofed. You done did goofed.
I think Reaper's.
You had 99. No need to reload there. Be on the lookout for Ninja Reapers, the lesson you learned? Yeah, I guess so. Dude, this Reinhardt is making such a mistake just letting you break his shield like this. Oh, I see why you pulled before. I didn't know they had a Bastion. That halt before makes sense now, by the way, just to clarify. I didn't realize they had a Bastion. You pulled the Rhine, but not the Bastion. That fortify makes sense. Your shield's down, right? You see, this is a great example of the Erisa gameplay loop, right? You reloaded your weapon. You placed a new shield. You started fire. Well, you're about to start firing. You used halt to try and make a play happen, which you did. You pulled Rhine away from Bastion, which means now Bastion is weak, or he's susceptible to damage. And then you shoot the Bastion. Good target selection, by the way. We talk a lot about target selection here. You know, in your head, you're like, oh, I need to shoot tanks. But wait, a better target has presented itself, the Bastion, and you go onto the Bastion, which is amazing, by the way. This is such a good transition. And then he focuses you. All your other abilities were used. You use fortify. You get this high priority kill. That's so hilarious. That last engagement was everything you did, was everything wrong as Erisa, and this engagement was everything right. So that is really, really good. Zen called out Discord on Bastion. Good job for Zen for communicating, because this is a great engagement so far from you.
Alright, their Mercy's down.
Yo, what's up, Hamlet?
And Bastion.
Discord on Reaper.
Right, see, you have your shield back. You have your halt back. 49 ammo. You didn't have to reload there.
No shield.
Call out for no shield was good. The reload ended up making more sense because you disengaged, but like right here, that didn't make sense to reload because you could still fight this diva. Once she ejected her mech, then you would want to hit reload and disengage. Okay, and thank you for the 10 bits taken in that number 2 spot. Much appreciated. Nice. Right, perfect. You placed a shield, you're fighting them, they push through your shield, you fortify. Shoot though, whoa, 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 you have to keep shooting though. Nice, you got the mech.
Oh, he wasted hammer down on me.
Nice.
Nice. That was this is another clean engagement. Your shield bear dancing is so good. Aw, you pulled them to the same side of the shields you were on, except that you messed it up. You were doing so well, but then you pulled him to the same side you were on. Aware 331, thank you so much for the follow. I didn't play on stream. Let me fix that. Or maybe it did and I missed it. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Aware. Welcome to this channel, dude.
Good job, guys.
Bastion's over here to the left.
Nice pull there. What a good halt. That was such a great halt. I really feel like I don't need to say why that was a great halt. You pulled him out of cover. You killed him. Beautiful. You considered it. I like that you considered it. You did not need to reload. Yes. I mean, you canceled your reload, so I guess it's okay, but...
Yes, you do.
Ron's got Discord.
Ooh. Oh, that was such a good halt.
Yeah, he's super low.
Look at all the... He was in cover. Oh, man. I love
Yes,
good
you do.
halts, dude. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, he's super low.
It's so good. Melt the Diva mech, melt this barrier, replace shield,
Have grenade.
fortify.
I almost have grenade.
Oh, and you got the halt on top of this to pull him away from your team. Oh, this is such good Erisa play. Oh my god.
Bastion's over to the left.
Right, you refresh the shield.
I almost
You're reloading.
have grenade.
You fortify and then halt the enemy ultimate, which gives time for your Zen to pop Transcendence. Oh my god, that was so good. Fresh shield again. So good.
Bastion's
Why are you
dead.
submitting a review again? This is such a good play.
Nice.
Target selection there was also very good.
Bastion's dead.
I mean, I know it didn't seem good because everything you're shooting at started dying, but you're picking the right targets. Reinhardt's exposed, hit him. That reload probably didn't have to do, but it's I guess Winston wasn't on your screen. Focus the Winston. You try to pull him down, but the bubble blocks it. Winston's out of the fight. You then turn onto the Diva. You're constantly shooting something efficiently, right? You're not still shooting the Winston when Diva's in your face. So I think target selection is definitely a strong suit in this footage we're watching, and I hope you keep that up.
Good shit, guys.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because Ninja Reaper and Dirt moments, yeah, you did have the one bad engagement, and that the Reaper was honestly a surprise to everyone, dude. That was so funny.
Still have Bastion.
I was gonna say you could have halted that Bastion, but obviously you don't have halt. You almost halted the
Still have
Bastion. That would have been nice. I think you got someone, but good target focus, really good target focus. This reload makes sense.
Discord on Diva.
You did cancel it to shoot the Diva, which makes even more sense. Again, target selection. Every time someone is overextending, you're punishing. And I know that seems like a really, really easy thing to do, but there are so many players at your level, above your level, and below your level, where they don't have the sense to shoot the people out of position. And I think that is something you really have going for you in climbing up the ladder. If you can consistently punish enemy positioning like this, you'll be winning more fights for sure.
Hondo's got Discord.
Nice. Nice. I mean, simple and clean. That was that. That was what that was. Oh,
Bastion's pulled out.
that's so good.
Dead on top. Shit.
Oh, man.
Good job, Orisa. That was nice.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, tanks getting the praise. Woo! Look at all these halts, dude. Oh my god, dude. That Hanzo was trying to get away, and you're like, nah, Oh, man.
Okay.
Yeah, this is so good.
She slept here, right? I was like,
I'm
"Oh,
so
right."
proud.
Yeah, I know. I was
What do I say, guys? Good Erisa play. 60% of good Erisa play is all about the halts, and you've had such good halts in this match. Oh,
Shut my mouth.
good job. Zarya with 200 hours complimented Zarya in the previous game. Ooh.
He's down.
Oh, here's one thing that I want to talk about too. Let's talk about your positioning on this point. I love your position defending this point 2 payload. So you're holding this corner, so you've got the natural terrain here to your right. You've got that doorway. You can watch all the sight lines that they're coming in from, and this is the perfect position as Erisa, right? You've got safety with natural terrain. You can watch all the enemy entrances. You've got the long sight lines to use Orisa's primary fire, and you can pull people into what you've been doing, like into these death pits. If they come up here, you pull them down into the open. They go over here, you pull them down in the open. They go over here, you pull them down in the open. Like, this is a great position as Orisa to set up. And I haven't said that yet because it was, of all the great things that have been happening, this wasn't at the top of that list, but it is important to note that where you are holding and the elements of the position you're holding in are where Orisa thrives, right? If you have a good position, that kind of makes it easier to do everything else well.
He's down.
Good target
Oh,
focus.
missed.
I love that you did not fortify. I love that you didn't fortify. That's really, really good discipline. She didn't micro missile. She didn't shoot you. You didn't need to fortify. You're gonna
Oh,
pop her
missed.
mech. You're gonna halt her down.
Damn it.
Well, now you need to fortify because you forgot about the bastion to your right.
Damn it.
Yeah, you forgot about the bastion.
Oh, missed.
So like right here, watch the HP bar. At this point right here, when you just took like 80 HP, like at this point you need to be fortifying. So that's kind of like the first weak point we've seen in a while, but still, a lot of this is very good.
Damn it.
Oh shit.
You did such a good job saving your fortify for a better situation, then the better situation came and then you didn't use it. I mean, I guess it's happened twice now, so something to improve on is don't be too stingy with fortify. You're a little bit too far one direction.
He's low. Oh, we got him. Nice.
Nice. Really nice. Nice pull. Aw, you tried so hard. This reload right here is really bad because you could have pushed this corner and kept fighting, but since you decided to reload, now you have to wait 2.5 seconds before you can re-engage. So this is probably one of your worst reloads so far. No, you made another mistake. So right here, you have shield and fortify. Remember, if you have both available, you want to start with the shield as the cooldown is much lower. So right when this happened and you saw the bastion, you place a new shield right here. Keep shooting at him. Shield breaks. D.Va goes on you, etc. You've got the fortify to cover you. Yeah. That's a good pull. Oh, so close. All right, this supercharger, let's talk about this. So, number one, your shield's about to break, number one. Number two, it's out in the open. Number three, your shield cooldown isn't back yet. So, I like the timing of the supercharger. You know, the fight's pretty even, and you want the supercharger to win you the fight. That's definitely a good timing on it. But there's a dumpster just like right behind you. You just had to back up a couple steps, wait behind there, wait for your new shield, place the supercharger behind that dumpster, and then it's a lot harder for the enemy team to hit it. You did get that kill though, surprisingly. Also, you're reloading again. 56 ammo reload, and there's a enemy D.Va right in front of you. Now, the Zen clean with the Mercy, it looks like it's going to be a pretty clean fight. To be fair about the supercharger, now that you're snowballing this fight, I'm not sure how correct I was in saying it was good timing, but let's count numbers here. Let's see. Okay, so Farah killed Junkrat, so you guys are 6-5. It's 5-5. 5-4. 4-4. 4 versus 3.5 because D.Va's technically still alive. Okay, no, it's 3.5, 3.5. 3.5, 2.5. So yeah, the supercharger makes sense. You only had a one-person advantage, and you want to make sure, like, the chances of, and the round's about to end, actually. I didn't notice it either. There's only 18 seconds left. So the supercharger timing is good. I kind of felt it in my gut it was good, but I just wanted to make sure. Yeah. Yep. You moved your shield, so now your supercharger's not covered. Yeah, I mean it naturally died anyway, so it's not a big deal. But that is a mistake that you might be punished for in a different game. You did it again. You had shield and fortify, and you used fortify first. Fortifying versus Winston is probably never worth it, just because all of your armor is already mitigating a lot of the damage Winston does. You can just shoot him, and then if he gets you to like 300, then yeah, maybe fortify. But I mean, I'm being really, really, really nitpicky, just because if you ever fight another Winston in the future, I don't want you to do this, because then in a subsequent fight you won't have fortify. I'd say the main thing to work on for you is fortify, and that is not very common. It is not common that the main thing I recommend to an Erisa to work on is fortify. Usually it's halt and then shields, and then maybe fortify in, you know, the top 5, but fortifies definitely appears to be like your weakest point as Erisa.
Lucio. Oh, we got
Nice.
this. Good job.
That second round was definitely more exciting than that first round.
What a team.
Yeah, man, that Tracer was positive and good comms, dude. That was a good game. A little bit of a stomp, just a little bit, but still worthy. So, like I said, the main thing to work on for you is fortify. Don't, you know, finding that balance is really tough, right? You know, using it too early and then obviously using it too late. So, you've got to find, you know, somewhere where you can live in that zone of like, all right, this is a good time to use fortify. It's basically, excuse me, I'm trying to like talk and not burp. You just gotta kind of treat it like a Zarya bubble, but treat it like 2 Zarya bubbles, because the cooldown is so long. So you have to be very careful with it, very precise with it when you do use it. And I think, you know, you'll see yourself dying a lot less because it'll be available when it wasn't previously, as well as it will be saving you, you know, from, you know, just random things of damage like that Reaper, which was just absolutely insane. So thank you so much, Dollar Hunt, for being a subscriber. Thank you for the 250 bits. Is there a message in there? I don't see a message. Oh wait, it says thanks again for the review. I'll work on the Genmu jump, fortify, and watching the Ninja Reapers. Thank you so much, Dollar Hunt, for the bits. Hope you guys learned something in this review. If you liked it, consider leaving a like and subscribing on YouTube. I've got a Erisa guide coming out soon. It might even be out as when this video is published, so definitely check that out, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a good one.